Hello Pisces, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for May 2023. I hope these messages find you well and happy. I hope that they help you in the month ahead. Remember, these are just general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Trust that your intuition will allow you to remember what you really need to hold on to. Let's get started. Hello Pisces, let's have a look at your reading. So we have ancestors and apples and magical manifestation as your overall energy. Now this magical manifestation I think has come out 6 or 7 times and it's funny because it's kind of, as I went through the zodiac signs, it kind of, the cards changed quite a bit. Now I'm kind of doing the loop. You're the last one before, you know, it started with Aries. It's kind of the energies have come back because I think Taurus had this, I think this ancestors and apples maybe came out twice, or I think Taurus might have had it. So if you've got Taurus in your sign, or if you've got you know, make sure you watch for your sun, moon and rising sign, because you may find this magical manifestation might be in those as well. So your overall energy, we've got nature's healing elixir, we have newfound liberty, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Very interesting, these two 7s, because and look, 25 is a 7 as well, because we're working a 7-year this year. So when I see lots of 7s in a reading, I'm really drawn to the 7s because we're working a 7-year in numerology. I feel that when I see lots of 7s in a reading now, I feel that that spirit guiding me to say that these energies will play out throughout the year, or what happens in May will have like a ripple effect throughout the year. So your overall energy, we start with ancestors and apples. And I feel there's a sense here, Pisces, of healing ancestral karma. But I also get a sense here of tapping into like your ancestors' knowledge. Isn't that interesting? So that's two very, very different messages. Some of you are tapping into your ancestors' gifts, I almost feel. Their wisdom, but more in gifts. So it's very interesting, you know, if suddenly you start a musical instrument and you're just like, oh, this feels so right. Maybe if you could look at your history, maybe you've got a great grandfather or something like that, that, you know, played the instrument and was maybe part of, you know, an orchestra or something like that. But there's this sense of this gift being handed down. And I feel in that sense is the apples is the sense of the apple never falls far from the tree. So there's this sense that some of you will be connecting with heritage, but in the sense of gifts or talents, some kind of wisdom. For others of you Pisces, I feel like you're healing some kind, like, and maybe a lesson, or maybe you're, oh, thank you Spirit. Okay, so there's wisdom definitely being granted here. So some of you, the wisdom is coming through your a natural talent and gift that comes from an ancestor. For some of you, the wisdom comes through from healing karma from your ancestors. That's really interesting, because I'm getting the sense that for some of you, the apple never falls far from the tree, and there's a healing quality in that. There's a natural gift and ability in that. And for the other group, Pisces, I feel like what you are healing, it's like you fell from the tree and you've rolled down the hill, and your seeds now will grow a different ancestral tree. That's so interesting, isn't it, Pisces? There's this sense, I'm just feeling, I'm trying to put the feeling into words, because I feel that there's this sense of, it's like you can feel this connection. It's like you can feel this energy around you. So I don't know, maybe every time you pick up the instrument, if you were tired, or maybe you were a bit grumpy, or there's this peace that comes over you, or there's this exhilaration, like this energy. You know, and this can be anything. This can be cooking, this can be sewing, or whatever it is for you. It could be writing, it could be it's something that you will do, like it's a physically doing thing. And you know, as I was saying that, I noticed my hand was kind of very much moving over this card. This card says newfound liberty. The affirmation below says, I am free to follow the path of my choosing. So this is something that links you to the past, but that you're doing your way. Links you to the past, but it's something that fuels you now. And I feel like it's going to start a new path for you. I feel either some of you are going to find a way maybe to make a living out of it, or to be able to do it more often, because there's this sense that it feels so right. And when it feels so right like that, it feels so good. Now, the reason why I said some of you might be able to make a living out of this is because you've got magical manifestation at the other end. So this is an overall energy as well. So there's this link to the past. There's this link to your family, to what came before. And you know, Spirit's just said to me, if you don't know your family, if you've been adopted, or maybe you don't know who your father is, or whatever the situation may be, you know, families are very different nowadays than, you know, than as we traditionally imagine them. And Spirit saying it doesn't matter. You don't even need to know, where does this ability come from. The connection you feel to it, Pisces, runs deep. It runs very deep, and that's why there's this energy to it that might be a little bit hard to explain. I just got an image of somebody playing an instrument, and there was a clock in the background where the needle was just turning and turning and turning, and to me that signifies that Spirit's saying time will stand still. Time will have no meaning when you do this. It'll be like you put your head down and you think you've been doing it for half an hour, and you look up and 3 hours have gone by. And magical manifestation, I feel there's this sense that you're going to be able to bring this natural gift, this talent, this ability, this passion, and it's natural. It comes to you. You still have to work at it, Pisces, but there's this sense that it comes from deep within you. It feels natural. I feel that with that you'll be manifesting things, and it'll feel magical because you'll feel almost like, wow, I can't believe I do this for a living now. I can't believe people are going to pay me for this. I can't believe, it might even just be helping others with it, or there's going to be this sense of magic, but manifesting something. Are you manifesting a new life for yourself? I just got prayers answered. I just got, when I was looking at that, I was just thinking, oh, you know, she's probably been praying, or she's been meditating. And I just feel like the smoke from the incense or the candle, you know, going up into the, like a bit of the moon there. And it's almost like her wishes, her intentions being carried up, and then they manifest. There's this sense of, it's going to feel quite magical. It's going to feel very strong. And I just got, it's worth fighting for. Nature's healing elixir. I am in tune with Mother Earth's heartbeat. And I feel this is almost like Spirit saying, that's what I mean. That's how it will feel. You know, I just got another example. You might do walks where you live, like you might love, like you might have nature reserve or something like that. Oh, excuse me. And you might love it so much. You just love it when you're out there. And suddenly you might do tours. You might say, hey, you know, on a Facebook, hey, 10 o'clock on a Saturday, meet, and we'll do this beautiful walk together. Whatever it is for you. And I feel, Pisces, actually, I was going to say, I feel you know what this is. And Spirit said, no, they know what it is. You know what this is. You know what it is. I love this card. Look at the flowers, and there's this sense of just, this is me. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, but this gift that you tap into, Pisces, is you through and through. It resonates so deeply, and I just feel it makes you come alive. It makes you feel good. Newfound liberty. I am free to follow the path of my choosing. I feel this gift, this natural ability, this natural talent, this gift that comes from, you know, a lineage. I feel like it's freeing you up in some way. Now, for some of you, that can be literally. For some of you, you may be able to make this your profession. So you may be able to go out and, you know, make a living out of it. For others of you, it'll be a situation which it enables you to do more of it. So you might make it a little part-time venture if you need the resources, or you may be able to free up time to do it more often, or you might find like-minded people and therefore you do it more often. There's this sense that it frees you in some way. So Pisces, it could just even be that it frees you to be more you. Tapping into this just makes you feel more like you. And that, when we find ourselves in that space, we are happier. We are just naturally in tune with ourselves. So we vibrate. I was going to say we vibrate at a higher level, but Spirit's always also showing me that we vibrate as a whole. So Spirit's just showing me like it just looked like an egg of light, and it was like it was vibrating as a whole, and the vibration kind of just vibrates out, but it's whole. And this gift makes you whole. So it's not like two halves of yourself that when you vibrate, they kind of tap each other and kind of push each other around. There's this sense that you're coming at it from whole. So this vibration reverberates out. Because I feel like it's touching people. I feel that it's going to impact those around you. And Pisces, it can just be that your energy changes. People notice that. They might not be able to put their finger on it. They might start saying things to you like, oh, have you done your hair different? You look different. Pisces, you probably look exactly the same, but it's this energy around you, so people see you different. You might actually start to find that you start to look different. Vibrating at a higher level. At first it can be quite fatiguing for the body, but afterwards it feels good. So we tend to look healthier. We tend to, our eyes tend to be clearer. Our skin tends to be clearer. We tend to be healthier because we make better choices for our body, for our mental health. And so then, yes, we can see changes in our body, but people are not judging you on that when they say, oh, what have you been doing? You look great. You look so different. It's this energy. You give off this energy that people feel. And I feel there's this fresh start right at the beginning of the month of May for you, Pisces. There's this leap of faith. There's this trust. The Fool is all about taking a leap of faith. The Fool is a major arcana. So as you know, if you've been listening to my readings, the major arcana is how a spirit, the part that spirit plays in the co-creation between ourselves and spirit. So it's what spirit does in that partnership. And I feel with the Fool, it's always, spirit bringing you to an edge and asking you to trust. And I feel this lightness in you, Pisces. I feel this energy of I can do this. I can. And it feels light and it feels courageous, brave, because it's almost like this energy isn't able to feel fear. And I'm not saying, Pisces, that you're not going to be nervous or you're not going to be afraid. But this energy that's carrying you forward, this love for whatever you're doing, it feels so good. It's like an elixir to, I just want to say, your previous life. It's like a healing balm on what came before, and it literally gives you wings. And I feel that it's almost like you can take this leap of faith because you're bolstered by your passions and by your trust. The Queen's is the receptive feminine energy. It is, the Queens know that they will receive what they need in order to keep moving or in order to grow. They know they will receive the answers to their questions. The Queen of Wands, she's on the path to follow her passions. She's on her path. She's on the path of her soul calling. And she knows she'll receive what she needs to in order to stay true to that path. She trusts. And with the Fool before the Queen of Wands, I believe, Pisces, the majority of you are leaping before you have all the answers. You're taking a chance. You know that you've got it. There's just this inner knowing in you. You know that you're okay. You know that you'll manage. You know, you just trust. And this Queen of Wands after the Fool tells me your trust wasn't misplaced. You've got this. The Queen knows, because the Queen hasn't done nothing. There's the Page, there's the Knight, and then there's the Queen. So you've taken steps. You've learnt what you needed to learn as the Page. You've seen the potential. You've seen the potential in yourself. The Knight then has taken the steps. And now you're going to be shown, wow, I did and I trusted. And I love how she's looking towards the Seven of Pentacles, because I feel like you're going to take the step forward, and because he's facing kind of the past, and I'm being drawn to say he's facing your past, Pisces. The Queen of Wands is looking to the future. There'll be tweaks along the way. This is not suddenly you've reached the golden city and there can be no mistakes or no real life. No, we're on Earth. This is real life. There'll be wins and there'll be losses, and there's a sense here that I don't feel like there'll be any losses, though sometimes as we go through things they might feel like a loss. But because of your cards, I don't think you're going to see it as a loss. I think you're going to see it as a, right, yep, I'm at the next stage now. I've taken that leap of faith. I've seen where it's gotten me. I've trusted. I've moved forward. Gosh, I've learnt so much. I'm in such a better place. And now I'm looking at where I am and I'm thinking, right, what can I do differently? This is learning. This is evolving. This is growing. This is gaining wisdom. And I feel like it gets you all fired up, because then we go back, because this Pentacles is doing things in the tangible world, and the Wands is all about your fire, your passion, your soul's calling, what gets you out of bed in the morning. It's things that you don't have to make yourself do. Well, sometimes we have to make ourselves do them. I find sometimes I kind of think, oh, I don't want to do my cards today. But then I sit and I do them and I'm like, oh, yes, I want to do them. Oh, I feel so good, you know. So yes, there's dedication. Sometimes we need to push ourselves. But when we do it, it feels right. And there's this sense that you're going to be looking in the tangible world, tangible things that you can be doing. Right, what do I need to tweak? Do I need to take my seeds and do I need to plant them somewhere else? You know, it's that kind of energy of rethinking, relooking. How can I make this better? Or, okay, I've hit a bit of a wall. Can I bring somebody in to help me? Because with this Seven of Wands, I just feel like you get all fired up again to get back into it and to go, right, I'm going to find a better way. I'm going to find multiple solutions. I'm going to test them all and see which one resonates. Pisces, this could be going for different job interviews. This could be you interviewing people. It might be you looking at different places to move your business or to move to live. It could be finding different ways to put yourself out there. You might be on YouTube, but then you might go, right, I need a Facebook page, or I'm going to create a website. There's this sense of expansion, testing. It's almost like I'm seeing you with your rod, your dream, your goal, and you're kind of, you know, hitting these ideas around or these different options, and you're kind of seeing which one bounces back, which one feels viable. So there's going to be this sense, I think, with both these energies towards the end of the month, you're going to feel fueled, I think, to expand, to grow, to change things. This manifesting. You're manifesting this. You're making this happen. Nature's healing elixir and newfound liberty. There's just this healing. I feel the healing's happening on a real wisdom level. Seeing things for what they are, but for how they could be. Seeing yourself for where you are now, but how you can grow and evolve. You'll be testing different things. You'll be looking at things honestly. I feel like there's this sense here with both this energy. It's forward thinking, forward movement. I feel like you're being guided, definitely. And I feel like you're tapping into energy that is way older than you. Energy that comes from another place. Spirit, your ancestors, your angels, your guides, God, however you resonate with that, in whatever way. But there's this sense that you're being carried through, but there's things that you're going to be physically doing. There's this sense of not just being, though you will be definitely in the beginning of the month. I feel like you're taking action, and then there's this almost time, like the second week or the second energy time, where you're kind of going, oh, okay, I like where this is going. And it fuels you to keep going, to keep expanding, finding new ways, seeing what works. It's trial and error, my friends, but it moves you forward. Beautiful expansion, wisdom. I love this reading for you, Pisces. I absolutely love it. May is going to be a month for you to remember. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, Pisces. Take good care of yourself. Sending you so many blessings. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.